Hey, good people. It's Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I pop up here to say hi to the people. So if you're here, if you're watching, I would love to say hello to you and acknowledge you and make sure that I am interactive. This is just fun that I do. This is not formal. It looks so formal with that whole beginning. It's really not that formal. So welcome. Every Tuesday, I decided that every Tuesday I would do Tuesday, and Tuesday, TWO. So I would say two things. I would talk about two topics, although I'm talking about a little more than two topics. But any rate, today is also, though, my oldest son's birthday. He turned 19 today. And if you're just coming in, say hello so I can, see. Let me see if I can. All right, there we go. So I'll be on here. It's so funny on Tuesday nights. Actually, we got DVR. You can watch all kinds of stuff. But I was like, oh my God, This Is Us is on Tuesday nights. I got to watch This Is Us. But at any rate, and I'm still trying to figure out what's the best time to do this. And I don't know if I really know. But today is my son's birthday, so that's one part of my Tuesday is just giving him a shout out. Janice, hi Janice, how are ya? We need to catch up. You didn't text. Did you text? Did you chime into our text today? Chime in. Are you available in February? I know you're a traveling warrior. But anyway, today's my son's birthday, so I'm gonna share shortly. Just if you're like, I did post a little birthday memory thing on my Facebook, and thank you all for, saying happy birthday and all the things and all the love. And what was really crazy about this birthday, this is my first time not being with him on his birthday. He's in college now, and he literally just went back this past Saturday because they were doing virtual because of all the COVID, the Omicron. And so, yeah, I intellectually knew he wasn't going to be here for his birthday, but I totally underestimated the emotional part of that and what that means. So all the moms, or those of you, listen, I've actually been pretty good with him going to college because he has been wanting to be there, and I'm all, yes, let's go. But I will say today, this morning, I was a little verklempt not having him. And I think he might have even missed a little bit because he just called me, actually. He just FaceTimed me. And I said, you want to join me on Facebook and YouTube Live? He looked at me like, are you serious? So I'm going to show a video in a moment. Janice, you commented. Yes, I did. Early February is good. The end of the month. See, right. I know you'd be traveling. I'm traveling in February as well. So we got to coordinate. So yeah, this is his 19th birthday. And if you are watching and what was your first birthday without your child being around? If you have a child that's an adult or young adult, what's that like? I'm so used to having him there, right, for his birthday. So it was interesting, but it was cool. So what I'm gonna do, just if you're like, well, who? Most of y'all already follow me. You've already liked and given love to my son. So I said, oh, I'll share my little video, that I did for him, for everybody to see. Hold on, I gotta get my technology together because, I'm doing this all solo, but I'm going to share the video that I kind of put together. So let's see here. Let's see if I can go onto my share. And then this way you'll be able, to see him and what it's iPhone actually puts this all together. So it's not a hard share, but, all right, let's make this bigger so you can see it. probably can't hear it. I feel like you can't hear it. Yeah, it's already. I can tell. Let me pause it. All right, let's do it this way. And then maybe now you can actually hear it and see it. I'll turn up the volume. The sound is never good when you're sharing from apps on this. I'm learning. But here we go. Thank you, Janice. Oh, I was almost tearful. Him and his little brother. Awesome. My favorite is coming up. It's coming. This. Ah, that's him. Oh my gosh. Fun times. Almost done. And that's Elena. These are his bros. They've been together since kindergarten. Crazy. And that is that. So that, yeah, that's my son. Today's his birthday. He's an Aquarian. All you Aquarians, ooh, Lord to the Aquarians. Lord to the Aquarians. Oh, Aquarians have this incredibly independent, strong-willed, air, expansive, I know everything, and brilliant people, really. And so and so it's really beautiful watching him bloom, but my goodness, raisin, ooh, yeah. But no, that's all love. So happy birthday to you again, Trey. Happy. And thank you guys for who've, when I made my post, if you've said I like it or like it or love it or sending all your birthday love. And yes, he is that old. So if he's 19, how old is mama? Well, mama turns 50 this year. She does. I'm going to be all right with that. So that's okay. I said that. All right. The second thing that I said, I had posted kind of an early thing and then I changed it a little bit, but I wanted to talk a little bit about love. And I asked the question, do you love love? Do you love love? So put that in the chat. Let me know. How do you feel about love? So now my t-shirt today says cherished. Notice I can't notice the she. Cherish she. This is a t-shirt that I designed, and I'm getting to the love in a minute. Love of self first. If you're just coming in, say hello. I would love to see who's all here. I can't really see, but I designed this shirt because I have a whole kind of, I guess, movement or thing called She, my EP that still hasn't been released because that's another time. It will be, and we'll slowly get the music out. But anyway, She stands for See Her Evolve. And so when I ask you the question, do you love love? I will say this about love. Self-love, primary. Okay, Janice, you said something. Yes, love the concept and love. As we get older, love looks different. Yes, Janice. Absolutely. There are so many layers to love. And love is really, to me, why we're even here. Like, it's the great connector. It's the whole thing, right? Hi, Robert. Oh, yeah, UK. UK's got some stuff coming from me soon. I'm excited. So stay tuned. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I love is, to me, essential. It is the. And but at the same time, I think when we go through the phases and the processes of love, woo-wee, it can trip us up in a really big way. And so I know many people are, either in relationships, whether that's a marriage or that's a committed partnership. You know, I'm talking about the intimate partnerships, long-term, committed relationships. Half of us are kind of in that space. Another half of us are single, and that single may be coming from divorce. That single may be coming from I just choose. I don't want to be with nobody. Single could be from being widowed. Single could be I'm looking, but it's not, there yet, right? And I think in all of those spaces of single, while I know depending on why or how you're landing in that single, I think love is still resonates and still, it matters. And especially right now with everything going on, it's just so important that we really honest with ourselves when it comes to love. And so that's why I love what you said, Janice, about looking different, because as we mature, as we have lifestyles in different ways, love may show up very different than what we thought it would be. Whether if we got married and then we're in long-term marriages and see kind of how that shows up, maybe didn't expect it to look like that when we first got married, right? I don't think there is a married couple out here who would say, oh yes, marriage is exactly what I thought it was going to be. And on the other side of being single, like there's all these, things you're thinking about what that's going to look like or what dating is going to look like. All the things, right? Listen, there's a lot of layers. And so I am not, listen, I'm very clear, usually to let you know, I'm an artist. I sing and I do songwriting. I have a healthcare background. So I do health coaching, mindset coaching. I have a counseling background. And I would say the counseling part is what I guess gives me the most of my sign to be able to talk a bit about love and relationships. Let me read what Robert says. Love of self, yes. Love of truth, love of beauty, and love of goodness are some of the things that matter to me. Yep. And I started by saying that, Robert, you might have been here, that the first place, no matter what situation you are in, is love of self. And so what I was getting to, while no, I don't have a degree that says I know I can tell you about how to love, although maybe I should have that degree given personal and stuff. But one of the things about, when I was training in counseling to get my master's in counseling, and you're learning, there's just so many things that you learn. But the thing that has become so revealing in me practicing, as well as this is me learning in school and more so outside of school, obviously working with people. And then if you just kind of read the literature more when it comes to kind of healing, relationships is usually where we do some of our biggest self-work. So love and relationships really give us these really amazing spaces to do self-work. And this is why, to me, we have to begin to start not just looking at love. Love has phases. So you need the lusty part. You need the romantic. You need the, oh, he is fine, she is gorgeous. You need all of that. You need that. That's a part of the process. It's not the all of the process, of course, right? Right. There's also an extreme amount of disappointment that typically happens. Yes, I don't care how solid, whatever. We are all human, and humans disappoint at each other in various times, maybe over and over, maybe sporadically, but it's there, right? So that's where that self-love and learning to look at self and how do I have compassion in this situation and not get so triggered and all of that. So love matters, and relationships provide this vehicle for experiencing self-love in different ways. So you can experience self-love single, and then you can experience self-love in relationship. both provide it. Okay. But I do think that ultimately relationship can give you insight on self and growth in ways that you would never believe. And so if you're looking, let's say you're like, yeah, I know that. I'm just looking. I want to find it. Where is it? I have started to work with doing some really fun stuff with a relationship scientist by the name of Dr. Rael Sims. I met him on Clubhouse about almost a year ago. And we have done rooms together, and now we have a whole club that we do together on Clubhouse. It's just really cool. Wait a minute. Robert says something. Read. For all of the disappointments, I still love and want to be loved. Yes. Yes. Good. Because, like I said, it's the great connector. So thank you for sharing that, Robert. So Dr. Rael and I have a whole club on Clubhouse called Love Songs, Love Lessons. And, we're doing a myriad of things, but we are going to be really launching some specific discussions around music. Ta-da! It's where music, this is where it all ties in. It's where it all ties in. So I'm going to show you this image. I think it's up. Yes, I see it. I'm going to show you an image so you can see the ad for this Love Songs, Love Lessons. And if you're on Clubhouse, I would love for you to join the club because we're going to start. They were kind of just meeting anytime, anyway, no rhythm, but we're now having specific schedule. So I'll show you kind of this this image here. There's no video here. Ta-da! Who is that? That would be I. So what this is, Love Songs, Love Lessons, and you have to be on Clubhouse for this, although you don't have to, because technically now Clubhouse, you can share the link to, and you can watch on the World Wide Web. But what the concept of it is that we play music, and either we will have the artists that actually wrote the song and performed the song, yes, come in and play some of their love songs, and they talk about why they wrote it. And then we open it up to talk about some themes that come up in love. And when we've had discussions, sometimes there's tears. A lot of times there's laughter and joy and so forth. But love has those layers. And so we will be doing some more regular times. As you see, it says Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays at 5 p.m. And that's PST, that's Pacific Standard Time. And so you're going to be hearing more and more from that. So stop sharing that for a moment. So February is Black History Month, but it's also the month of love, right? It's when Valentine's Day happens. So we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things centered around, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of things centered around love. And so I just wanted to mention that and to keep that in your minds because there's a lot more coming. And yes, I am releasing a new song next month. It's called Always on My Mind. It's a love jam. It's being released February 25th. So tune in for that. But in the meantime, if you want to dig more into unlocking kind of the love you desire, whether you're in relationship or out of it, let's say you are single and you're wanting to, what is it the things you maybe need to unlock inside yourself or unlock when you are dating so that you can really get that connection? Or if you are in a relationship or a marriage or any kind of commitment and you're wanting to bring that love to another level, and unlocking things to bring it to its next space, I would love for you to come to this masterclass. So right now we are signing, we have a waiting list sign up. And when we launch the actual registration, if you sign up for the waiting list, which is obviously just free to sign up for the waiting list, then you will, once we launch the registration, you actually will be notified first before we hit all the social media, and you can go ahead and grab your spot. So it's called Love Code, Unlocking the Love You Desire. And so I'm going to put into the comments, I'm not sure if everybody will be able to see this depending on where you're watching. But if you go to the Linktree link, if you go to my Instagram or my Facebook bio, you'll see linktr.ee/KenyaMJMusic. And I'm putting that in the comments, and you will be able to click on that, and you'll see, I think it's the second button. It says masterclass. And so you just put in your contact info so that when we actually launch the registration, you get it so you can sign up. And in this masterclass, Dr. Rael, who is a neuroscientist and a relationship coach and expert, he will be facilitating. I will be co-facilitating, and my partner, Barry Riley, he will be there too. So we'll all be kind of talking about it, and we'll bring it from kind of a soul, kind of a mind, body, soul perspective too. So think of, I'm all about the whole self. We're not going to it's not dating game. So it's more of a masterclass. So it is instructive. And so if you just want to learn some new things, try it out. And then if you register for it, you automatically get a free 30-minute relationship coaching session with Dr. Rael. So it's going to be fun. You'll hear more about it. So make sure you sign up. I'll be talking about this more each Tuesday. And that's how we're celebrating February. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do. So let's read. Robert said, I agree with Janice. Love looks different as I get older. Dealing with that is a challenge. Yeah, Robert, can we talk about that? Just for a moment before I hop off. It is a challenge. I want to be more public about talking about love, because for me, relationship has always been a really, 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 it's what fuels my music. My experiences with love, my experiences of loss, my experiences of gain, that's really what fuels so much of what I write. And so as I've gotten older, and having gone through a divorce and having gone through all these things, then now, doing new relationships and negotiating, now I've got grown kids when I had, and so it's different in that way. And, it's just it is challenging, but I want you to stay really positive and stay really open, because again, what love and relationship does is it actually brings us into a more whole self if we do this in a healthy way. If it's done a healthy way, if it's done in an abusive and negative, and welcome if you're coming in, we're talking about love. Let us know how you feel about love. Do you love love? That's what we're talking about. But if you do it in a healthy way, and healthy doesn't mean that everything is great and positive. Healthy means there's pull and push and pull and push and negotiation and collaboration and compassion and challenge. And it's this, but it's this, and it moves, right? And that's how we begin to learn more things. And we'll talk more about this in the masterclass. There's a spiritual side to this. And there's a whole concept of having kind of these contracts, these soul contracts we make, and then soulmates. And that's something that I'm going to be talking about in Clubhouse as well next month. Next month on Clubhouse, I'll be doing a series. I'll be talking more about this. But every Wednesday in Clubhouse next month, the theme will be tied to love. And one of the weeks we are going to focus on soulmate. And what does that mean? Do you believe that? Is that even a such thing? Can you have more than one soulmate? Is a soulmate only romantic? So there is a soul space to this too, and there's a spirit space to this too. So we got to really dig into that more too. Robert, let me read. Companionship becomes more important. Physical intimacy is more difficult. The signs, the signals. Ooh, Robert, you coming to this masterclass? You got to come to the masterclass. I would love for you, because this is open for male and females. And my single people, listen. I'm just saying, you come, you might meet somebody organically, but physical intimacy means, so, as you get older and your bodies, just change, right? But also your maturity and your needs, and there's so much changes. And then some people have never really experienced physical intimacy in a way that they actually really want to, right? Or they've had situations where physical intimacy was not consensual. or there was history of or just not even really experiencing full pleasure. I mean, yeah, it's all that. So we're going to really tap into and have really, really wonderful discussions about that, both on Clubhouse, but also mainly in this master class. So if you're just coming in, we were talking about loving love. And I have a new master class that I'm doing with a relationship scientist and coach, relationship coach. His name is Dr. Rael Sims. And if you go to the Linktree link I provided in the comments, you can sign up to get on the waiting list. And once we make the registration go live, you can register for it. And we would love to have you, be a part of that. So that, I think, is pretty much it. I usually kind of try to end with some music or what have you. But I didn't prepare. I thought I was going to have this one track. Oh, no, I know what I'm doing. I didn't look at my notes. Okay, so one is the t-shirts. The t-shirts are also on the Linktree link. So if you want a cherished shirt, we do have a Male Respect Her shirt that we did for a special event that we did that we launched. But this is my main thing. So if you're a male and you're like, I want one that says respect her so that you can stand by our side and be our allies as for women to cherish us. DM me, let me know. Okay. Or email info. What's my email? No, Kenya@KenyaMJmusic.com or info@findingyourvoiceafter40, but that one's different. So Kenya@KenyaMJmusic.com. All right. So I'm going to show just a little snippet of a music video that still is not completely public yet. And next week, I'll explain why, because I hope you guys can help me through this. I'm in a weird little space right now with my releases of music. I'm going to be very honest about that. The song that's going to be released next month, actually the producer, Centric, is actually releasing that song. And you're going to get to know him. He's going to join me 1 week on this. I'm not doing that release. I'm featured. He's doing the release. But me actually releasing my own stuff, I'm having some interesting things with that. But there is a way to still see this video. I'm only going to show you a clip of the video. And if you decide, I want to see the whole video, I want to see the whole thing, then if you go to my website, KenyaMJmusic.com, you will see how you can gain access. We are paying it forward. So it's basically if you make a contribution, small contribution, those dollars are going to help pay for a woman to attend a mind, body, soul retreat I'm doing in Costa Rica. And so I'm using that funding for that. Okay. Let me read, Robert. Thank you, Ms. K. You are most definitely growing spiritually and emotionally. Sharing your growth is amazing. Thank you. It's interesting. This has always been my jam, Robert. I just never talked about it really publicly. I really started my spiritual journey of really, really learning about myself on that purpose level over a decade ago. And back in 2009, I know that's exactly when it began for me. I did a very special retreat and it all began. So thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to show this clip here, I think I'm going to show this clip and make sure I have it. So I'm not going to show all of it. This is a video rest. I have not released this video public yet, but I do have it so that if you make a donation on my website at KenyaMJmusic.com, then you will basically get, you will be emailed a link that you can stream the entire video as much as you want. So I'm doing it a little bit differently for this because we were paying it forward. So this is just some recent music by me. And like I said, I'm going to just, I'm gonna just play a clip of it. So let's go to the share screen and let's go. I'm gonna have somebody technically eventually do this with me so that, but right now I'm just having fun. So, all right, let's go here and let's open it up big. Only going to share a moment. Sound might be a little weird because it's being shared from another file, but you can see the visual. Running scared, you're always running scared. And Let go and rest. Go ahead and rest. All righty, all righty. Stop that. All right, we're stopping it because I want you to see the whole thing. Sally, how are you? Love and light to you as well. Beautiful. Love and light to you. So if you enjoy, you want to be like, oh, I want to see the rest of that video. Just go to KennyMJmusic.com. And then you'll see where you can just make a small donation. And then what you're going to get is you're going to get that. You can stream it as many times as you like. Get a private link for that. You also get the audio so you can play it as many times as you like. And we also did a virtual event discussing the power of rest. And so you'll have full access to watch that as well. So it's a special treat. And I haven't released it so that you can just publicly surf it and find it yet. I probably will make it completely public. It's still being kind of considered for some things. And if I make it completely public, it won't be considered for those things. So that's one of my blocks with it also. So I think that's about it for tonight. Yeah, and I'll be back. I haven't been advertising like the time I do this because I'm really I'm being transparent. I'm really testing this out. Does this work for my schedule? Does this work? Just doing this. And I enjoy doing it. I want to be able to talk to you more and keep you updated because there's a lot going on. And I like to interact with people. So it's just sometimes if I commit to a time and I can't do the time, but typically I'm leaning toward doing this between 7:30, 7:45 starting, and then, keeping it up for about 30 minutes. So we started at 7:45. So we're a little bit over. So I'm going to get ready and wrap it up. But you guys have an amazing week. Keep taking care of yourselves. Happy birthday again to my 19-year-old son, Trey, and keep loving love. All right. I'll see you guys. Bye.